Hello, welcome to MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me Joy Bhattacharjya and Simon Doull, talking about the England and Pakistan T20 match. Let's talk about that, right? So I don't want to talk about this KKR and MI match.
I assure you I don't want to either.
You don't want to.
I promise you.
More exciting, the England.
You don't. I know you don't want to because you like me, fell asleep somewhere in the middle of that.
It was,
right?
yeah, a snore fest.
Yeah,
wasn't it? They just, apart from Crislin aside, there was no intent shown at all by Kolkata tonight. And I mean, I'll reserve judgment. You take a look at that,
3.42. How many times did you see 3.42 as a run rate in a IPL scorecard?
7 to 13, that too, such an important part, especially when your power play wasn't exactly setting the world on fire.
But at least it was none down.
Yeah.
And 49. So going at 8 in that first 6, you're okay. If you go at 8 in the second stint as well, then all of a sudden you're ready to launch in that back half. But they didn't do any of that at all. And as I say, Crislin aside, look, I normally like to reserve my judgment until two sides are battered on this surface. But only Crislin had a positive strike rate.
Yeah.
You know, until right at the end. Until
Nitish Rana.
Yeah, until Nitish Rana came.
Yeah.
Only Crislin had a positive strike rate until Nitish Rana came. So, to me, it was just, is it that tough? Is the surface that bad?
No, it's not. It doesn't look that bad. No intent. And as you said, Nitish Rana, when he was hitting it, striking it cleanly, it was going. See, even when Robin did, in the rare occasions that he actually managed to put, solidly put bat to ball, it went for sixes. He hit 3 sixes.
Yes.
So somewhere there, the word I'd like to use, and I hate using, team that I've, been a part of, is timid.
Yeah.
They were timid and they weren't sure of themselves. And that's surprising because, it's Mumbai had everything to lose. You'd expect Kolkata, you're knocked out, you're going to come here and just go all guns blazing.
Yeah.
Intent was my problem. My problem was not the fact that they couldn't execute. And look, Russell won't get it right every day.
Yeah, true.
And the way he plays, he can't. The other thing that I want to say is that very, very well laid plans. Russell, they were short to Russell.
Yeah.
Okay. Lynn came in, that spin right at his feet. Okay. Didn't give any movement. McClenaghan going wide Yorkers because he knew that Robbie couldn't reach. Robbie likes to hit straight. Get him to fetch. So, okay, he bowled a few wides, but there was a plan out there with the bowling.
Hardik Pandya with just the line and length, kissing through, it was bowled really well.
And then the slow ball.
Yeah, obviously KKR fans extremely disappointed with that batting effort. Guess none more than Joy Bhattacharjya. Yeah, 133 for 7 is what they have limped and lumbered to at the end of 21 overs. As duly said, Crislin got that 41 of 29. Nitish Rana is the only one who showed some fireworks. He got 200 strike rate and he really was impressive. But by the time he came in, there was just too much for anyone to do. Not superhumanly possible. So as I said, extremely disappointed, of course, our KKR fans. Joy is extremely disappointed. He wants to say a few more things and we don't mind because Simon and I will take a nap and Joy.
No, just...
Go on.
Go on. All yours.
One other thing. When you've got, Sunil Narayan, okay, you have decided not to open with him, which I think is a great idea. Not a problem at all. You've got this young man who's done well for you. Out 3 out of 4 innings, he's done well. What happens once Nitish Rana gets out? How do you send Rinku Singh ahead of a guy who's a known tonker, especially when there are just 3-4 overs left?
Yeah.
What do you have to lose? Sunil Narayan has great hand-eye. He'll get a few. He didn't get a chance to bat.
Yeah, he would have got a couple of sixes. You know that he can clear the ground. He doesn't care about big pressure situations because he's been there enough. He doesn't care if the Wankhede is against him. He's been there enough. He was your guy for that time.
Well,
but even these small decisions.
Yeah, exactly. He should have come in. There's been some, there's disharmony in that camp. You can see by the dugout, looking at that dugout, Jacques Callis cuts a pretty forlorn figure sitting in the back there on his own. There's no one next to him. You can see that there's some issues going on in this team at the moment. But, if they're bowled out for 133 in the 15th over,
that's fine.
Going for it, I accept that. I say, well, that a bad night. No issue. Bowled out for 130, 140, going all guns blazing, trying to get 180, 190. No problem with that at all. But that word intent, they had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Tonight, their only option was to go out, get runs, and win this game.
Yeah.
And you just didn't feel that apart from those two guys.
It's almost like fate had conspired to put them in such an amazing position where it's in your hands.
Wasn't there?
Go out, You've not won against Mumbai. Nobody's expecting you to win
Yeah.
at Wankhede. You've lost for 2,500 days. You haven't won a game at Wankhede. Right? Everything is against you. And that's when people come out punching, because then you become fierce. Everyone's expecting me to lose, so I might as well go and show some. And as you're saying, while showing that intent, if you're out for 130, 140, fine, we'll take it. But today was you just kept looking and willing the TV on, almost saying, come on, somebody do something.
And again, Andre Russell, I mean, just get him out there at number 4. Just bat him at number 4. I mean, this is a must-win situation. Give him some deliveries. Yes, the same thing might have happened, but we will never know, because he came in after a boring, poor partnership that went at way under a run of ball.
Yeah.
And so it just...
Yeah, what was that Robbie and DK partnership? It seemed like it went on for really long, but I don't think it really added any runs.
No, I think they batted 36 overs for 5 runs, I think it was.
In about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, they're great guys. We love DK, we love Robbie. They've been fantastic in the IPL. But the fact is, today, it was just, they needed them. Their partnership, by the way, was 16 runs in 26 balls.
Yeah.
At a really crunch time of the game, right? It's almost like the spine of the
They're
game.
the senior most KKR bats.
Yeah.
They're responsible. Forget what you have to say. Andre Russell at the end of the day is an all-rounder who's a hit-and-miss player. He's not expected to do. You're the guys who are supposed to take responsibility and build innings are those two.
Yeah, and let's talk about Robin Uthappa, right? He's been fantastic for KKR all these years. But I think this IPL has been quite depressing that way in terms of nostalgia, right? You look back at players who are way beyond their glory day, and you're looking at them and you're going, man, for a lot of them, this could be a last season.
My only problem is I saw Robin early in the season batting, and there were a couple of matches where he just looked so beautiful, hitting that ball straight for 6.
Yeah.
He just looked so good. So my point is, I don't think it's a problem still with his age or this thing. It's just here.
Yeah.
Somewhere something is misfiring, because see, he still has the shots. You've seen those.
Yeah, 100%. It's a tough situation, because he's been moved from the top to the middle. He's been dropped. He's been brought back in. He's been dropped again. So his mindset is not. I don't think it's in it completely. He's a little bit flustered about where he's supposed to be. He's no longer an opening batsman. He's no longer a number 3. He might be a number 4. He's asked to finish innings off. He doesn't play 2 games. It's a tough ask, and you're never going to get into a groove in this tournament if that's the case.
Yeah.
Time and time again. Now, I don't disagree with Shubman Gill opening. I think that's his best spot. So Robbie's got to find a place, whether it's a permanent number 3 spot, and Russell's at number 4. Then that's fine. But you don't lose. You don't lose class. You don't lose that ability to play. You lose a bit of form, and then it gets compounded by other things that are going on through the season, and maybe off-field stuff as well.
The Mumbai bowlers, though, I mean, they were just fantastic.
Super.
As Joy mentioned right now, they had their plans. They knew the areas to bowl in. And I don't know if you can fault anyone. Of course, the only thing that has gone not according to plan is that Rahul Chair, who's been their most bankable, pretty much bankable bowler.
That's why they
hit him for 2 sixes, and then they didn't need to get him back. So that's fine. Let's not dent the confidence of the kid. We're going into a playoff against Chennai.
Good captaincy.
He'll be important on Tuesday.
Yeah.
He'll be vital.
Right? So let's just save him. I don't mind that strategy.
No, not at all. They were superb. The way they used Kunal Pandya against Lin. Remember, we've been speaking for a long time that Lin against spin early was not good. I thought actually Lin did reasonably well given the circumstances, but Kunal bowled superbly. Yeah. He just chased him at his feet, never allowed him, and then would suddenly fire the one wide past his bat. It just irritate him. He was fantastic. And Hardik, the slow one, he got the wickets of the slow one. That's what got Shubman Gill basically. And then the length that he was talking about, test match length, just bowling out there.
Hardik was bowling that beautifully, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. An inspired selection too. I mean, Evan Lewis out, Mitchell McClenaghan in. So situational change, a change for the pitch and for the situation and for the opposition. And that's what Rohit Sharma talks about. He talked about at the toss. We do these things based on what the opposition would least want to do.
Yeah.
And we plan around those situations. So, look, I mean, Shane Bond does not leave one stone unturned when it comes to his bowling plans. And he runs that bowling group, and they did a beautiful job tonight. I mean, that's the best they've bowled this season, I think, as a group, as a unit.
a
He'll be
superb
absolutely stoked.
Yeah, and then you look at the KKR bowling lineup, because you'd be saying, oh, well, KKR's got the runs on the board, can they defend them? But look at the vast gap, the delta in experience with the KKR bowlers, as opposed to what the MI bowlers are obviously experienced. You've got people like Bumrah and Malinga, how much experience he gets. And you're looking here at Sandeep Warrier, Prasidh Krishna, Harry Gurney, Andre Russell, who I don't know if he's injured,
80%
he's
fit,
not,
he's not really.
Sunil Narayan, who's again got that finger issue. Yeah, he got hurt on that middle, I think it's the middle finger of the right hand of his bowling hand. And maybe Nitish Rana can give you an over or so. So they're looking at slim pickings here in terms of at least experience.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Harry Gurney's played a lot of cricket, but not a lot of IPL cricket. I've been impressed with what I've seen there. I talk about Prasidh Krishna. I like what he brings to the table, but he's going to have to get 3 for 10.
Yeah.
Inside of 3 overs up front, and really, just hit that line and length hard, and see if they can pick up. If they don't get 3 wickets inside the first 6, I think it's curtains for KKR. And I'm not saying they can't, because every bowler, when he picks that ball up, has an opportunity to take wickets. If they get it right, there's a chance.
You'd just be hoping that the bowling unit shows more intent than the batting unit.
More intent, more fire. And see, again, we've been talking about this for a long time. You cannot really restrict. You can basically take wickets. Once you take wickets, everything else falls into place.
Correct.
It's about, this is not a pitch like Chennai where you say, okay, fine, you're 80 for no loss. You're not going to cross 150 because, the ball's going to get stickier and stickier. It's not that kind of a pitch.
Yeah, and they've got enough batting. If you look at the Mumbai Indians batting, there's enough there. There's experience. There's big hitters. There's just so much going on. You're batting all the way down to Mitchell McClenaghan. I mean, Mitchell McClenaghan can swing the bat.
He would love you. He will love you for that. He's going to send a case of something nice and alcoholic to your house.
Bubbly,
and
perhaps.
Cold. He will be all over you for saying that he can bat. If they get down to Mitch McClenaghan and they need more than 20, they are in trouble.
Hey, listen, Umesh Yadav got 2 boundaries yesterday, right?
Very important boundaries.
India number 4, as you said, Sandu.
So that's 4 less than he went for in his last over. Boundaries.
Ouch! That's a lot more than 4 less. A bigger number.
28.
All right, well, dice is all loaded in the favor of Mumbai Indians. If they win, remember, they qualify in the top 2. And if KKR wins from here, then KKR qualify. And then so Sunrisers Hyderabad are sitting right now looking at the television and cheering MI on and saying, come on, get it done. Because if they do, then SRH qualifies with just 12 points. And that would mean that RCB, who are at the bottom of the table, will be with 11 points. My goodness, how close has this season been? We're not going to pull that up right now. We're gonna look at all those possibilities after the game, of course. We're going to see you at the end of the 133 to get. We're going to see you at the end of the 10th over with MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live right here. That's my call.
It's all over. 10 overs.
Come on.
Done.
Yeah? What do you say? How many overs?
I'm going to say 12.
12. For the MPL Super Couch, do you want to change your guess?
No.
It takes a high now.
No.
12.
12.
What do you say, Joy?
17.
17?
I think it's not over till the fat lady says.
Oh, I know why he's saying that, because our dinner's still 15 minutes away. So he just wants enough time to eat it. I get you, brother. I get you. 17, 12, 10. Those are our guesses for the MPL Super Couch. All right, so we're going to see you. We're going to see you when we see you, but we are going to see you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.